you need a little caffeine, or maybe the sheer energy of this matchup will keep you wide awake, as we know anything can happen when you kick off after dark. As we'll see a squad from the SEC, the Kentucky Wildcats, taking on the 13th ranked team in the land, the California Golden Bears. For EA Sports College Football, Reese Davis with you alongside David Pollack and Jesse Palmer. Time to get this game started. Kentucky about... get things underway. That one bounds through the end zone, and it'll be a touchback. So the Cal Bears offense is on the field for the first time today. And as the game evolves into an aerial circus, sometimes you find a superstar running back like this guy.
And when you got this guy, you ride this guy. You give him the ball, you run the football, you find ways to continue to feed him because he just gets stronger and better as the game goes on.
These little gains can start to add up as he gets it up to the 34. That kind of pickup on first down, and you can take a shot here on second and short. And he'll have enough for the first down at the 42. And the Golden Bears headed quickly to the line. From the gun, running back gets to give. Able to pick his way forward for a decent gain before the defense gets him down. After the productive first down play, it's 2nd and 6. These two conferences largely share the same geographic footprint, and the ACC loves it when they can take down a team from the SEC.
And we see these two conferences play each other oftentimes early in the season, late in the season. David, think about Clemson, South Carolina, Florida, Florida State. These players have a lot of familiarity with one another.
And this already matters so much to these kids because they grew up in the same area a lot of times, like Reese was talking about with the footprint. But how about in the past, too? When your undefeated league champion gets left out of the playoff for an SEC team, a little more fuel for the fire.
Well, I don't know what the quarterback saw on that last play, but he made a pretty quick decision that he was just going to tuck it and run it, and his offensive coordinator is glad he did. How about the speed by the QB on that play?
They make the stop, but there is a flag on the field. We'll see what that's all about.
Holding. Offense.
We'll repeat the... This time, the offense has 10 more yards it has to cover.
Step it up.
The Golden Bears are rolling down the field. The give to the back. Solid fundamentals on that tackle from this freshman.
And these RPOs always put the defense in a bind. But listen, if you give up the run, they get a short little gain, no harm, no foul.
They're about to run a dirty half-dozen plays on this drive. Looking to pass on second down. Unloads to the wideout. And they won't make the connection going for the big play.
Oh, man. Those are the ones you rewind back on tape over and over again when you watch this tape and you go, how did I miss that? He was so open. You have to hit those plays. There's nothing you can say positive about this.
Fires to the middle. Another incompletion on third down. And the Golden Bears will try to pin them back with the punt. First punt of the day, and he'd love to lock them up close to their goal line. And that is textbook instructional video. Out of bounds right around the goal line. The Wildcats offense will have its first possession of the game. Here are our impact players for this game, and it goes beyond executing an assignment to make an impact in the game.
Yeah, obviously Obviously, we were talking to both coaching staffs this week, and we asked them who needs to step up and play well. They immediately pointed to these guys right here. They are the key for their respective teams.
Yeah, and they don't always show up in the box score, but these are the guys that are the leaders. These are the guys getting everybody organized and have to play well for their team to succeed.
They'll give it to the back. He is going nowhere. Stop at the line of scrimmage.
Defense is about firing off, hitting the offensive guys, and staying in your gaps. Everybody knowing where they're supposed to be. You could tell the defense, everyone was right where they're supposed to be, nowhere to run.
The play action fake. Fires to the right. And the third down pass is incomplete.
Well, the defense watched film last week. They saw this running back catch multiple passes, and that hasn't been the case today. They are clamping down on him, always aware of him, especially in the passing game, and so far they've taken him away.
And the returner will be dragged down. Cal gets it back. The sturdy Golden Bear offense on its way to the field. Looking for a physical attack from the gun. They bring him down, and he's going to lose a yard on that one.
And I think a lot of times when offenses run these counters, you're going to fake one way, right? Pull guys the other direction. If you can get some penetration really quickly, get behind those pullers, you got a chance to get in the backfield, just like right there, and create a TFL.
They're trying to run the football, and there's just nowhere to go for the ball carrier inside. He tried to bounce it to the outside. That linebacker way too fast. He met him there and forced the TFL.
Quarterback changing the plays at the line. The back goes in motion. On third and long, he's going to have to throw for it. And the incomplete pass will bring up fourth down.
Every defense in the country talks about getting offenses in predictable third and long situations where I can bring on more speedsters and I know the pass is coming so I can have more success.
Couldn't get away from that cover team, and they've got him down at the 23. Kentucky sends the offense back out onto the field. Boy, 3 and out last time, David. They'd like to be more productive this time around.
Yeah, in the last drive, nothing really clicked. No rhythm, got off the field really, really quickly. They need to put something together here, Paul.
Yeah, David, bad execution on that last drive, so they got to take a collective breath and start playing like a unit on this one.
Off the play fake on first down, wants to throw. Got his man on the right. And this defense's head is spinning. He gets it down to the 27. Kentucky going quickly.
Well, Reese, you and I were talking about this before the game. How is this defense going to be able to deal with all the speed they have offensively? You saw them just rip off a big play.
And, Jesse, now their head's spinning just a little bit. Give up a big chunk play, and it's right back at them. Quickly complete. And good coverage by the defense, just a short gain.
Nice job there. Good timing between the QB and the wide receiver executing that out route.
After the short completion, let's see if they go back to the air. Out of the gun, they give to the back. And maybe they want to try somewhere else because there is nothing doing in the middle of this defense. Ball's at the 24. A lot of confidence in their kicker from here, but they'd love to take it off of his foot and convert the first down. It has been all defense all the time in the early going as we wrap up the first quarter, and the stats certainly reflect that. Let's see if the offenses can find a little rhythm here in the second. Now facing a third down as they line up after the break. From the gun, wants to pass. Throws to the wideout. A strike downfield. Touchdown, Wildcats! That is the ultimate grab and go for the score.
Can't start a game any better than that. Defense gets the stop, gives it back to the offense. You march down the field, you score. They are in a great rhythm now on both sides of the ball.
And with the extra point, they get the first 7 of the game. Let's go to the studio now and check in with Kevin Connors. Kevin, what do you got?
All right, Phyllis, here's a final update on a top 15 clash. Ohio State looked dominant in a victory that was never really in question. That offense had zero problem putting up points, not unlike the days of Stroud and Fields and so many greats before them. No cupcakes this week, fellas. This top 15 battle was much anticipated, and at least one side can say it's a game they'll savor for some time.
And Kevin Connors keeping an eye on everything all over the country. Sounds like they had a good one there.
The run game just has not been working for this offense all game long. You saw it on that last play as well. Just not getting enough push up front on the offensive line. They haven't been physical.
Finding a way to put that foot in the ground and get it up to the 37-yard line. We'll see if they go back to the run here on third down. They'll try to move the chains on the ground. Works his way to the 41, and that is plenty to give him a first down.
That is how it's done on third down and short. No doubt about it. An easy hole to get through and clearly get the first down.
If you really want to simplify football, the low man wins. That time the offense got the better of the D. You easily pick that up.
The Golden Bears come to the line with a fresh set of downs. From the gun, they'll try the middle. He's dropped behind the line of scrimmage. That'll be a loss of 3. Last play was a near disaster. Now dealing with 2nd and 13. Grabbed in the backfield. It's on. They stop him almost immediately. Short gain there, and still a little ground to cover to pick up the first.
Listen, running backs are not just running backs anymore. You're going to be a wide receiver in today's football. And a great job sneaking out of the backfield, getting the football, letting them get some positive yards.
Little touch pass to the receiver. Ripping through the defense. Nice job to pick up the first down, and they'll spot it at the 42.
This offense has a lot of different ways they can attack you, and you're going to see the entire playbook at work in this game. Throwing it, running it, and getting guys the ball out on the perimeter. Great job.
And the defense makes the stop after a minimal gain. Got 3 on first down at 2nd and 7. They'll run it out of the shotgun. That's what you expect from a... Give them any extra yards. Great tackle there.
And offenses want to continue to feature the run. They want balance. Even if it's not super successful, you can take it little bit at a time just to keep that defense honest.
They've been very good at moving the chains on third down. 2 for 2 on this drive. This time they need 6. They'll pick up enough yardage for the first down. They've got it at the 30. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. Out of the gun, the running back has it. They finally make the stop at the big run. Is plenty to move those sticks for the first down. And the Golden Bears looking to take advantage of this red zone trip. They'll move the running back to try to force the defense to adjust. A 7-yard pickup. It'll be 2nd and 3.
Listen, they didn't get the huge play off of that, but I love the ability to show that and be able to show plays off of that jet motion and just show them you're willing to complete it. But you know, get those little chunks at a time. It doesn't have to always be a home run. It's still a success.
And he waltzes in for the score. Touchdown, Golden Bears!
And I love that this offense stuck to it. Stuck to the run game. Didn't panic. They got down, but they answered the bell right before the half, and they got this thing right where they want it now. They can tie this football game and hopefully go into the half with a lot of momentum.
Kentucky has it back, and the big blue offense takes the field. Now they need to put something together to answer that last score.
There's a lot of pressure, too, on this offense to have to execute at a high level. They've got to score points.
He lofts it high and deep down the left side. Oh, he gets downfield for the big catch. And he'll take it in. They couldn't get him on the ground. Kentucky!
And I just love the execution by this offense. Late in the half, man, you want to take the lead. You want to get that momentum on your side, and they do it. They finish it with the passing game. I'll tell you what, keep that passing game up. You can keep this lead, keep the momentum, and keep putting up numbers.
About to kick it off after punching it in for the touchdown. On the move from inside his 5. And the return man showing great vision to be able to find some space and put his team in much better field position. First down here for the offense. They'll try the run. That one did not go well. Tackled in the backfield for a loss of 6.
And a great job by the linebacker. You could tell starting to crowd the line of scrimmage, get up there in the line of scrimmage, see it, diagnose it, get in the backfield, get the running back on the ground for the tackle for the loss.
A little pre-snap eye candy for the defense. They make the stop, but not before he takes a chunk out of what they need to move the sticks.
And that play is essentially like a jet sweep, right? This offense is going to run the football conventionally. They'll do it between the tackles. They'll do it outside. But there's a lot of different creative ways they can get their playmakers the football in the running game. And I think that was an example of what you saw right there.
They'll go to the ground. And the defense is swarming to keep him from getting to the first down. The Golden Bears line up to punt it away. Let's see if he can help the coverage team out with this one. Signals for the fair catch and hauls it in just shy of the 30. Kentucky sends the offense back out onto the field. They torched this defense with an explosive passing play for a score last time out. Let's see if they go right back at him. Got his man downfield. That defense got gashed, but they finally get him to the turf at the 47. The offense calls timeout. It's the second one they've used this half. First and 10. He's going to pass. Finds a man on the left. Touchdown, Wildcats. And once he found some daylight, it was time to make a house call.
One thing this team has shown early this year, it does not take them long to find their footing. They get off to fast starts. That was critical for them, winning their first game, and you've seen it here in this one too. They show up ready to go. There's no sleepwalking. I think you got to give this coaching staff a ton of credit for putting their players in good positions to have success.
No reason to risk trying to field that one as it skips through the end zone. It'll be a touchback. So let's see how they play it in this final 30 seconds of the first half. Now the quarterback changing the original play call. To the air on first down. He lofts one down the sideline. That one will be incomplete, and we are down to 10 seconds to go. Time dwindling away as they try to put points on the board right before the half. Second and 10, he'll throw again. He'll take another shot here. And he makes the catch at the 25. They'll use a timeout right before halftime. Maybe time for one or two more plays. They'll send out the kicker to try to salvage this drive. Visualizing the right ball flight from 39 yards out in the right hash. Absolutely perfect. And the field goal to end the half takes us to halftime. We played 2 quarters here. Time to go to Kevin Connors in our halftime update.
All right, guys, a delightful first 2 quarters today from there in Berkeley.
And the Golden Bears will kick it off to start the second half. And he takes this from inside the 5. And the returner will be... Kentucky has it back, and the Big Blue offense takes the field. They had this lead to start the third quarter because of the passing passing game didn't get a lot done on the ground.
They did, but the quarterback is in a rhythm. That was obvious in the first half. And so this first drive, you want to continue that. You want to see good decision-making. You want to see him playing on time. And as always, delivering the football.
I mean, I don't know how I don't give him the football. It's the reason I built the lead. He's the guy that I can trust. This offense is built around him. So I expect more of the same here in the second half.
Picked up some yardage on that completion, but still a third down. From the gun, wants to pass. And that defense gets to him, and down he goes at the 9. Kentucky sends out the punting unit. This will be the second time they've had to kick it away. He gets it away from his own end zone. Makes a move. Really good job by the coverage team to make the stop, and that's where they'll put it in play. The Cal offense is headed back onto the field. They're going to have to be more aggressive in this drive. You can't expect to win this one, David, kicking field goals.
No, especially when you're trailing. You got to have a little more urgency and maybe a little more aggressiveness, Jesse. And field goals are not going to get it done down the stretch.
Yeah, you're going to have to take some shots, no doubt. Bottom line, when plays present themselves, you just simply got to make them.
You want to talk about making it easy for an offensive coordinator. You pick up a bunch of yards on first down, make that second down really, really manageable. That's a great job by the offense.
8-yard pickup on first down leaves them with second and short. Direct snap. Knocked down after a gain of 1 to the 27. The Golden Bears racing to the line in the hurry-up. On third and short, they keep it on the ground here. Tackled, but he has a first down.
Yeah, a nice job dialing up that short yardage situation play call there, David. They needed 1 yard, picked up 2.
Great job up front. Great job by the back knowing where they need to go. Nice having a hole you can get through and not have to just do it all on your own as a running back.
They wrestle him down after he picks up 6 inside the 20 and down at the 18. 6-yard pickup on first down leaves him with second and 4. And he's finally ushered out of bounds, but not before. He makes a good gain. First and goal and a touchdown here really gives him momentum. They'll try to get it in with the run. And he takes it in for the score. Touchdown, Cal!
This coaching staff was trying to identify playmakers on offense early this year. How about the start of the season this guy has had? Scored in their first game. He scored early in this one. Defenses up to this point don't have any answers for this guy.
Calls his own number. Several defenders there to get him on the ground.
Well, every coordinator has a couple of two-point plays in his back pocket. They dialed one up there. They didn't get it. Let's see how that affects the outcome of this one.
And he's coming out of the end zone. He's got great speed. Oh, what vision. There he goes. Open it up. They won't get him. It's a touchdown. No guts, no glory. Caught it in the end zone. Didn't hesitate for a millisecond to take that thing back, and boy, did it pay off.
And this is why kickoff returns are so exciting. There's so much space between you and the other team flying down the field. The only time you're going to be provided that much space, and you could tell he knew what to do with that space. Kicked on the Jets by Felicia.
And they'll haul down the returner to start us on the next drive. Cal gets it back. The sturdy Golden Bear offense on its way to the field. They'll ride the running back and leave it with him. Stacked up after gaining a couple to the 23. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. Picked up 2 yards on that last one. They need 8 on second down. Yeah, it's a bit of a surge, and he's knocked down after picking up 3 to the 26. If every journey begins with a step, this offense needs to step into a third down conversion and then try to turn it into some scores, and fast. Quick pass on the jet motion. And they knock him down, but he got past the line to gain.
It's so important this offense is able to get this guy the ball in space, especially on the perimeter of the field. And I love that last play call because he's able to get outside and use his speed. To me, that's where this guy is his most dangerous.
And the defense doing a great job committing to the run. When you commit to the run like this, obviously you can give up some plays in the passing game, but you got to stop the run first.
Grab behind the line. It's long. And they wrap him up, but not before he's got enough for the first down. And the Golden Bears come to the line in the hurry-up.
Love the decision-making by the quarterback there on the RPO play. Defense took everything away deep down the field, so just check it down, get it to your guy in the right flat, and let him go get yards.
And they couldn't hold off the heat, and he goes down with a sack.
The defense just simply not fooled by the play action. Oftentimes as an offense, you're hoping the run fake's going to slow down those pass rushers, but man, oh man, they had their ears pinned back.
On second down, he'll fire. Nice defensive play to get a hand in there and knock it away.
Listen, you can't make every play. You can't cover everybody. But it's really nice when you get the bonus of swatting the ball down and making sure that quarterback doesn't get a completion and doesn't get a big play.
Unloads it left. And a missed opportunity on third down as the defense knocks it free, and fourth down is coming up. The Golden Bears will line up to punt it away. And that one will bounce and roll out of bounds. Let's see exactly where they mark it. They'll christen this drive from the 28-yard line. Leaves it with the back. They make the stop after a gain of 3 to the 31. Guys, that's the end of the quarter, and Kentucky has the lead. They're sitting in a strong position here with the lead. Let's take a look at our game summary. One more period to go to see who can make the winning plays and come home with the victory. This offense has a second down play. Off play action. Coming after it. They get him up rush, and it pays off. The sack at the 20. Quick timeout by the defense there, trying to make sure everyone has the same call. You make up the game plan and not a lot on the play sheet for this. Third and long from inside their own 20. And sure, tackling there to keep him from getting to the first down marker. The defense calls the timeout, their second of the day, as they try to get their act together. Kentucky will be forced to punt. No return coming here. Fair catch is signaled for and made just shy of the 30. The Cal offense is headed back onto the field. That last drive won't go on the highlight reel after ending in a punt. They'd like to be more productive this time, David.
And I think this offense has to be a little bit more balanced. Find a little balance between the run, Jesse, and working in that pass.
I think, too, David, it's just going to take a spark. It just takes one play to get this thing picked up and going.
Here comes the offense on second down. They go to the ground. He stopped at the 49 after gaining 10. And the Golden Bears want to pick up the tempo.
Well, the good news is you got the first down running it there on second and short, but the bad news is you're down by quite a bit here in the fourth quarter, and 2, 3, 4-yard gains aren't going to get it done. You've got to start chucking this thing vertically to get back in the game.
They got nothing on the last play. It's second and 10. Touch pass on the jet sweep. Across the 10. Oh, look out, there he goes. And he's out of bounds after the nice gain, and maybe that is finally the spark to get this passing game going. The Golden Bears have their offense in high gear. Picked up maybe a yard. It's down at the 16. Didn't get much on first down. It's second and 9. From the gun, leaves it on the inside with the back. Able to get one down to the 15. If they can convert here, that type of play can really give you a shot of momentum. Quick touch pass to the receiver. He couldn't find anywhere to go, and now it's fourth down.
A really nice job by the defense, understanding the situation. We know they like to run the touch pass. Great job selling out, seeing it, bringing those guys right down, flying into space, getting the fast.
Touchdown, Golden Bear! What a catch and run for 6. Before that score, considering last rites, now all of a sudden, they're not dead yet. In fact, they're feeling much better, and they're alive, and they've got a chance.
And I'm looking on the field right now. I'm looking at their sideline. They're energized, Reese. After that last score, all of a sudden, they believe they can come back and win this game. This is a totally different-looking team than what we saw earlier.
Kentucky sends the offense back out onto the field. They still have the lead here, Jesse, but this would be a good time to put together a drive.
You're right, Reese. You can't rest easy right now. You just watch the opponent drive down the field and score a touchdown of their own, so you've got to answer that here. Your playmakers better step up.
And I don't know what it is about momentum. In all the locker rooms and all the years, coaching, everything, you can't quantify it, you can't measure it. And the momentum has swung to the other side. You got to get it back.
Just gets it to the 28, pickup of 1.
And ball security at this point is at a premium for this offense. You're backed up in your own end. You've got the lead, so you want to be able to run the football and stay on the field, bleed the clock. But you know the defense is going to be ripping away at it, right? They're going to be trying to get hands to the football and forcing a fumble. So whoever's got the ball has got to have 2 hands on it this drive.
Kentucky back at it with a fresh set of downs. Wants to throw on first down. Fires to the wideout. Just masterful working that sideline and getting the toe down for the catch. This offense will snap it from the 42 on 1st and 10. Looking to move it through the air. Sweet feet on the move. And they wrap him up, but not before he gets enough on the catch for the first down. We have arrived at the 2-minute warning, a 1-possession game as this offense tries to hold on. This offense lining up now at the 48-yard line on 1st and 10. He's dropped behind the line of scrimmage. That'll be a loss of 3. Defense uses a timeout quickly, trying to get that ball back and preserve time for their offense. The handoff, keep working on that clock. They bring him down, but a solid pickup to put them in position to pick up a first down. This will be the 7th play of the drive, and they need to convert 3rd and 6. From the gun, wants to pass. It's complete on the right side. Across the 25, he's got it. And another big game for this offense. They are putting explosive pass after explosive pass up in this one. And the quarterback's just going to take a knee. It has been said